Hello everybody, my name is Sophie and welcome to my book nook. Today, I got something really special for you. I have an original tag. And what is this tag called, you are probably wondering? That would be the keyword tag. First, let me tell you how this tag came into be. Back when BookCon was, like 2 months ago now, I believe, one of the people that I hung out a lot with was Ben from Positive Writer. And I think we were like sitting in Bryant Park and he just like had this idea like, hey, what if we like made a tag about keywords? And I really liked the idea. Bella from the Bookish Badger and Q from Professor Q's College of Books also thought it was cool. So we're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's make this keyword tag. I ended up coming up with most of the ideas, but having Ben, Bella, and Q to like run my ideas by was super helpful, and this was definitely a group effort because if it weren't for them and having somebody to run my ideas off of, it wouldn't happen. Plus, Bella came up with the last question. Well, one of the questions. I just ended up filming it first, but obviously I tagged Ben, Bella, and Q to do this, so you have to because you helped make it. I will tag more people on Twitter, but that I should talk about at the end. So, what is this tag and how do you do it? Obviously there are questions, but it's kind of an interactive tag, so to say. Basically, there are 8 different keyword types. The first one, spoiler alert, is genre. So, what is your favorite genre? You would say that, and then based on what your answer is, you will then give a book suggestion. Make sense? It will probably make more sense as we go along. At the end of the tag, what you need to do is basically say once and for all of your 8 or however many. You can choose more. You can choose more than 1 for each one. I think I have 3 for one, 2 for a bunch of them because I'm indecisive. At the end, you say all of your keywords, and then you have your subscribers suggest books that fit as many of those keywords as possible. I mean, if you can think up a book that has all of those keywords, tell us, let us know. I could not. So yeah, anyway, let's just get into this so that way you can see what it's all about, and hopefully you guys like it. Keyword number 1 is genre. What's your favorite genre? My favorite genre is by far mysteries. I love mysteries. If I find out that there is a mystery in a book, I am definitely more likely to read that book. A mystery that I would suggest to all of you is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. This was a good mystery. I liked it. I kind of had an idea about the whodunit, because it basically is a whodunit mystery, but it was still really good, and I loved all the characters. Addie's character has a very good character development. I loved it so much. This is a book that I would definitely recommend based on mysteries. Keyword number 2 is author. What author will you read no matter what? I have 3. First one would be Rick Riordan, Percy Jackson, Heroes of Olympus, Trials of Apollo, Magnus Chase, all those books. I have most of them. I will read all of them. No questions asked. Barry Lyga, he wrote Eye on Killers. He has a series based on The Flash. He wrote a book about Thanos. He's writing crossover books with The Flash and the Arrow. It's cool. He's awesome. He's also just wrote a new book called The Hive with his wife, Morgan Bate. So I'll read them all. And lastly is Patrick Ness, who wrote The Knife of Never Letting Go, Chaos Walking series, which is like one of my favorite trilogies of all times. I haven't read any more of his books yet, but I have them all on my TBR and I just need to get to it. So yeah, those are the 3 authors that I will read no matter what. Keyword number 3 is time period. What time period will get you to read a book? For me, there are 2. Usually, most of the books I read are like modern, contemporary, current, those things. So for that, I would recommend Slay. Just read this book. It's really good. It comes out in September. It's good. It's cool. It's definitely current because the main character, Kira, she made a video game, and that can only happen like in current times. I guess it could happen in future times, but it's cool that it can happen in current times. So yeah, check that out. My other answer is like post-apocalyptic. Sometime in the future, after something bad has happened, usually the society has started picking itself back up, so it's not like apocalyptic, but it's like after that. And for that, I would pick Not Your Sidekick by C.B. Lee. This book is post-apocalyptic, and I love the world building in this book. That's the best part of this book, in my opinion. That was all really good. So yeah, that's my suggestion. Keyword number 4. That is setting or location. Whichever one you choose. They're like the same thing. I have to, because like I said, I'm indecisive. First one would be anything set in New York. I don't mean like just New York City, like I just mean anywhere in New York. I'm from New York, so if I find out that a book is set in New York, my suggestion for this, because I'm going to be suggesting this a lot, is Percy Jackson. This is the illustrated edition, but Percy Jackson spends a lot of his time at Camp Half-Blood, which is in Long Island. Also, the entrance to Mount Olympus is in the Empire State Building. Gotta love New York. My other answer for setting location would be something like a book that takes place on another planet. The reason I think why I like this is because in my own book that I am trying to write takes place on another planet. That is one of the reasons why I loved The Knife of Never Letting Go, is because it does take place on another planet. This book is so good because you just have to read it. I'm telling you, it's thick, but it is so good. It's got one of the best side characters. It's so good. It's just so good. So yeah. Keyword number 5 is plot point. What plot point will get you to read a book, no matter what? Obviously, this is one of those questions that's like totally up. Like there could be tons of answers for this. Mine, I have to. If superheroes are a plot point, I will read it for sure, as you've already seen from Not Your Sidekick. But I would definitely recommend Renegades by Marissa Meyer. This book is so good. It's full of superhero stuff. I love it so much. I cannot wait for the final book to come out. Oh, this was so good. Superheroes will get me all the time. Guys, tell me all of the books with superheroes in it. Please, I want to read them all. My other answer for the plot point keyword is if a character is homeschooled or has been homeschooled. I was homeschooled, so I like to read about characters who are or were homeschooled, because I'm always searching for those books that have homeschooled accurately described in good ways, and not the ways that they are a lot of the time, because homeschoolers were social. Don't believe the lies. A book that I would suggest for this is The Problem with Forever. In that book, Mallory, our main character, was homeschooled for 4 years, and I liked it. Actually, I love that book so much. I need to buy that book. It was so good. Here's a picture of it here. It's so good. Keyword number 6 is character trope. What kind of character will just totally get you in reading a book? I don't know. I move my arms a lot. Again, we have 2 answers because I'm me. Okay, number 1 is the knight in shining armor trope. The character who will always be there to save the day or save the protagonist. Just going to be the knight. Always has to be the knight. And again, The Problem with Forever, Ryder Stark is Mallory's knight in shining armor. It's such a good book. It's such a good book, you guys. The other character trope is sidekick. That side character who is always helping the protagonist. It's just funny and humorous and just doing whatever they can. And for me, I would give a suggestion of Grover from The Lightning Thief. Excuse my terrible movie cover edition. I really need hardcovers of Percy Jackson series. But Grover is wonderful, and I love Grover. Especially Hey Grover in The Lightning Thief musical is awesome too. Keyword number 7 is a relationship trope. What kind of relationship do you like to read about, and what one will always get you to read a book? that makes it sound like you gotta answer 2 answers. You don't only have to answer 1, or you can answer 2, you can answer 5, that's the thing about this tag. You can give as many answers as you want for each keyword, guys. It's up to you. Okay. Obviously, I love friends to lovers. You can't go wrong with that. Good friends who end up falling for each other is just so sweet. My answer for this one, who would have guessed it? It's a Rick Riordan book. Percy and Annabeth, guys. Their relationship really starts in this book. I guess it kind of starts in the one before this, but it really starts in the last one at the end. I love them. I love Percy and Annabeth. And the other one that I found out that I do enjoy is fake dating. It's good. And for this, I would highly recommend Frankly in Love, which I just finished reading a few days ago. It is so good. This book is fantastic. Like, yes, fake dating is a big part of it, but there is also a lot of other amazing parts of it. So read this book. You have to. You need to. It comes out in September. You guys have to read it. And here we are at keyword number 8, the last keyword, because I want this to be a relatively short tag that you guys don't have to take forever and ever and ever, and unless you want to. You can if you want to. I'm okay if you want to. Keyword number 8 is cover. What about a cover will make you pick up that book? For me, if it's just like a beautiful artistic cover, I'm a sucker for beautiful artistic covers. Also, if there's purple on the cover, you can pretty much guarantee that I'm going to pick it up. And this cover, The Storm Runner by J.C. Cervantes, has both. It's beautiful, artistic, it's gorgeous, and it's purple, and I love it. And I have to read this book because I have to. I need to actually read it. I own it and I haven't read it yet because I'm terrible. No. Those are my answers. So, what kind of book am I looking for? I need a book that is basically, how about a superhero post-apocalyptic mystery set on another planet with fake dating and fun sidekicks. Do you have that for me? If it's written by Rick Riordan, Patrick Ness, or Barry Lyga, that would be perfect. Or I'll also take, how about a mystery set in New York with friends to lovers that are homeschooled, and there's gotta be that knight in shining armor character in there too. These are the kinds of books that obviously would be good for me if it has a mystery, if it is by Rick Riordan, Barry Lyga, or Patrick Ness, if it is set in modern times or post-apocalyptic times, set on another planet or in New York, if it has knight in shining armor characters or fun sidekick characters, if there are friends to lovers or fake dating, or if there is purple anywheres on a beautiful cover. That is the kind of books that you are almost certain to find me reading. Though, I would also like to say that I read tons of books. I just read everything. These are the ones I like the best, I guess, but I will read everything. So, yeah, that's the tag. I want you to do this tag. Well, also, I want you to recommend me books based off those keywords, but I want you to do this tag. I'm not going to tag anybody specific here in this video. I'm going to tag everybody on Twitter, because it's easier. But even if I don't tag you on Twitter, I want you to do this tag. Do this tag. Tell me you did this tag. I want to watch all of you do this tag, and I want to recommend new books based off of your keywords. Please do it. I want to see people doing this tag. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, I think that's the tag part of this video. This was cool. Hopefully it doesn't bomb. That would be sad. All right. Now, as you all know, we've come to the important part of the video where it's time for a Booktuber shoutout. We have the hat. The pink hat. Look! It's the word nerd. Margaret is awesome. Margaret is wonderful. Margaret's adorable. Margaret loves Percy Jackson maybe even more than I do. That's up for debate though. She's so awesome though, and I got to meet her at BookCon, which was so much fun. I love Margaret. Margaret was like one of the first Booktubers I watched because because Bella was like, Sophie, you have to watch this. You have to watch Margaret. She loves Percy Jackson. So I did, and I love her channel, and she's awesome. And you guys need to check out Margaret at The Word Nerd. I will link her channel in the description box and her Twitter. Also, I will make sure that I put all of the keyword questions in the description box as well. Make sure that you do the tag. Also, make sure to check out Margaret. And what's next? Oh yeah, tell me what you thought of this video. Tell me what you thought of this tag. Let me know if you're gonna do it or if you won't do it. You can tell me if it's terrible. I'll be sad, but I'll be okay. Just talk to me, guys. I love it when you talk to me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like listening to me talk about books or doing tags or doing reviews or doing unboxings, that's just what I do. Subscribe to my channel. And I think that is it. So I will see you guys really, really soon. Bye!